Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Trendy Spotlight. Number 10. Regan's Butt Shaken. An early scene in The Exorcist demonstrates just how bad things have gotten for Regan. While it's not as creepy as some other scenes, it sets the tone for the film, hinting worse tragedies will soon happen. Before the demon Pazuzu fully takes over Regan, leaving her with a grotesque face, Chris tries to leave the house but hears loud banging and screams coming from Regan's room. When she opens the door, Regan's bed is violently shaken with her on it. 9. Father Karras' demon voice recordings. One of the few scary scenes that don't involve Regan is when Karras plays back his recordings of the demon's voice. Karras learns that the demon actually is speaking in English but backward. When he plays the tapes in reverse, the demon says some deeply unsettling things, like let her die and fear the priest. The scene might not feature Regan's head spinning, but hearing the words of the demon play on a machine is quite horrifying. 8. Karras using holy water on the demon. The first Karras attempts to help Regan, he throws holy water on her body, which is actually just tap water, but it disturbs the demon anyway. She starts contorting her body and screams indistinguishable words. The scene is creepy and even Karras appears terrified of what he's witnessing. 7. Dr. Klein visits Regan. Earlier in The Exorcist, Dr. Klein visits to see what's wrong with Regan. When he gets there, she is in her bed, violently slamming her body up and down against her mattress. She's begging for help, but the demon inside her smacks the doctor, knocking him down before yelling obscenities at him, which leaves everyone in the room disturbed and concerned for Regan's well-being. 6. Regan's spider walk down the stairs. The iconic spider walk scene actually wasn't in the original film, and most The Exorcist fans remember it from the DVD release that featured it. In the scene, Chris has just found out that Burke is dead, but before she has time to process the information, Regan comes running down the stairs in a spider position with blood dripping out of her mouth. While the scene seems better left out because it distracts from Burke's death, including it makes The Exorcist even more startling. Number 5. Regan vomits on Father Karras. A disgusting scene in The Exorcist is when Regan vomits on Father Damien Karras. Karras enters Regan's room with the intention of helping her, but the demon inside has other plans. While Karras is talking to the possessed Regan, she throws up a green liquid that gets all over his face. The scene is not something anyone should watch on a full stomach, and Regan's zombie-like appearance makes the scene even more uneasy. 4. Lancaster Maron's exorcism. The darkest scene comes when Maron performs his exorcism on Regan. The demon in the young girl says some derogatory things to Maron and Karras as her eyes roll back in her head and smoke comes out of her mouth. She violently screams and shakes the bed, even making it levitate before once again throwing up the same green liquid she spits onto Karras earlier. As the exorcism goes on, Regan levitates over her bed in one of the scariest scenes from the movie. Number 3. Regan's head spinning scene. One of the most memorable scenes from The Exorcist is when Regan's head spins around. Regan's head actually spins around more than once in the film. One time is when Regan's mother comes into her room when she hears her screaming and then sees her stabbing herself with a crucifix. The second time is when priest Lancaster Maron tries to exorcise the demon from Regan. Both are equally as terrifying, though in the latter scene, Regan's head does a full 180, which was disturbing to see. 2. The Exorcist's ending scene. At the end of The Exorcist, the demon starts messing with Karras, speaking like his mother, which causes him to react in a viscerally emotional way. He leaves the room, and while Maron tries to exorcise the demon alone, the demon kills him. Karras physically fights Regan and then invites the demon into his own body. It's horrifying seeing his eyes turn bright green, and then watching him hurl his body out the window while Regan cries for her mother. Number 1. The Exorcist crucifix stabbing. The crucifix scene is quite jarring due to its violence and some of the obscenities the demon screams from Regan's body. Regan's mother, Chris, hears her screaming from her bedroom, so she runs up to see what's wrong, only to find Regan stabbing herself in the crotch with a crucifix. She's covered with blood, which she wipes all over her mother's face before physically assaulting her. The scene is horrifying, especially because of how distraught Chris is over what's happened to her daughter. It is definitely the most disturbing scene in The Exorcist. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.